Monster Jam makes its return to Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania for another wild evening of straight line racing. And as always, we got 16 monster trucks ready to go, and as you can see, we have some special trucks here today. Introducing first, finally has been created and joined us, legendary machine. Please welcome Colt Cobra and Snakebite. Next truck out, a great looking classic Chevrolet. Folks, take a pouch, not a puff. Please welcome Jim Reese in the Skull Bandit. Next truck out, a big, powerful Dodge. Legendary machine that made a big name for itself in these straight line competitions. Please welcome Fred Schaefer in Barefoot. Next truck out, a great looking Ford. Was considered to be one of the most daring designs in the 90s when it debuted. Please welcome Kirk Dabney in Extreme Overkill. Next truck out, a legendary trucking driver, going back to his grandma paint scheme. The icon, Dennis Anderson in Gravedigger. Next truck out, switching it up with a Chevrolet Silverado body style this evening. You can run but you can't hide. Please welcome Jimmy Creighton in the Bounty Hunter. Next truck out, a very cool paint scheme on the bull this evening. Looking to make an impact. Please welcome Mark McDonald in El Toro Loco Zombie. Next truck out, another bull that's going to be rocking a different design, running the dark brown today. Please welcome Guy Wood in Bulldozer. Next truck out, a awesome looking Chevrolet, much like the Snakebite truck, has also finally been created and joined us, running his American Gladiators design, with the biceps showing. Please welcome Dan Patrick in Samson. Next truck out, a great looking classic Dodge, looking to do a little better on this straight line course. He's been struggling a little lately. Please welcome Gary Wiggins in Mopar Magic. Next truck out, another awesome looking truck with a 3D lightning design, known for his wild designs and wild personality. Please welcome Pat Gerber in Shocker. Next truck out, a legendary Chevrolet and a legendary driver behind the wheel, ready for another emergency. Please welcome Paul Schaefer in Monster Patrol. Next truck out, The son of Mr. Excitement is back with a different truck and a different design, running the bleach design today for the tail wagging dog. Please welcome Chris Kohler in the Monster Mutt. Next truck out, a great looking Dodge. You may remember it from the Maximum Destruction Monster Jam game from the PlayStation 2. It was an unlockable truck on there. Please welcome Buster Guffey in the Inland Productions truck. Next truck out, a great looking Ford with the flame design coming down the side. Please welcome Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction. And last but not least, the great looking Ford is back, looking to finally recover from his recent struggles. Please welcome Don Frankish in Maniac. Alright, Dan, Patrick, and Samson, Colt, Cobra, and Snakebite, first matchup of round one. Two of my personal favorite monster trucks, although I have very many of those. Here they come to the line. It's a close race. And right off the bat, folks, we have got a close one, and the winner is Dan Patrick and Sampson. Wow. Next up, Gary Wiggins in Mopar Magic and Jim Reese in the Skull Bandit. A classic matchup here, Dodge versus Chevy. Here they come to line, a little bit of a bounce off the first ramp by Jim Reese. It's another close race. Man, oh man, two straight close ones. Over goes Mopar Magic. And the winner is Jim Reese in the Skull Bandit. Up next, Pat Gerber and Shocker going up against Fred Schaefer and Barefoot. Two awesome looking machines. Both have a little wheel stand off the line. Here they come, and it's another good race. Another very good race. Watch out down there. Pat Gerber going for a ride, and he gets the win in Shocker. Next up is Paul Schaefer in Monster Patrol and Kirk Dabney in Extreme Overkill. Again, two awesome looking classic trucks. And Kirk Dabney has a good run there. Oh my goodness. Good Lord, have mercy. He gets the win, but man, oh man, did he see in that thing. Up next, Chris Kohler in the Monster Mutt and Dennis Anderson in the Grave Digger. A second generation driver going up against the icon Dennis Anderson, who has a strong run. Chris Kohler hung with him, but it is Dennis Anderson in the Grave Digger getting the win and moving on. Up next, Buster Guffey in the Inland Productions truck going up against Jimmy Creighton in the Bounty Hunter. Dodge versus Chevy. Buster Guffey looking to get a big win here over the very experienced Jimmy Creighton. And it's a good race. It looks like he done it. Buster Guffey, a good run there. And the Inland Productions Dodge gets the win. Up next, Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction going up against Mark McDonald in the El Toro Loco Zombie. Big air for both off the line. Wheels up for Sinful Addiction. It's a close race. Very, very close. Going for a ride is Timothy Jones, and he gets the win in Sinful Addiction. Our last matchup for round one is Don Frankish and Maniac and Guy Wood and Bulldozer. Don Frankish trying to get a big win in Maniac. He has a little trouble, gets a little too much air off the line though. And Guy Wood and Bulldozer. And my goodness gracious, they're both going for a ride. and Bulldozer gets the win and moves on. On to round number 2, Dan Patrick Sampson, Jim Reese and the Skull Bandit. A legendary Chevrolet battle here. Wheels up in the air over the first straight for Sampson. It's a good race. A very close race. And oh no, look out, Dan Patrick. Sampson, can he save it? No. And Jim Reese wins in the Skull Bandit. Up next, Pat Gerber and Shocker, and Kirk Dabney in Extreme Overkill. Two awesome looking trucks that look very strong in round 1, especially Kirk Dabney in that Overkill truck. My goodness, another wild ride. He does 2 flips, and Shocker's over as well. And the winner is Overkill. Kirk Dabney moves on. Up next, Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction, and Dennis Anderson in Gravedigger. Timothy Jones, a big race for him here, facing the icon Dennis Anderson in Gravedigger. A little bit squirrely is Dennis, and that may have opened the door. Timothy Jones, a wild ride, but he has a good run and he gets a huge win in Sinful Addiction. Up next, Buster Guffey in the Inland Productions truck, and Guy Wood and Bulldozer. Last spot in the semifinals on the line between these two. Here they come to the line. It's a close race, very close. And they're both going for a ride. A hard hit there for Buster Guffey, and he gets the win in the Inland Productions truck. Alright, semifinals time. Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction, and Jim Reese in the Skull Bandit. Two awesome looking machines, Ford versus Chevy, and Timothy Jones, Sinful Addiction, sends it across the line. He goes for a wild ride, but another good run there for Sinful Addiction, and Timothy Jones moves on. Alright, Buster Guffey in the Inland Productions truck, and Kirk Dabney in Extreme Overkill. The winner of this one is going to the finals to face Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction, and it's gonna be Kirk Dabney. My goodness gracious! Overkill has had by far the wildest runs of the evening, but he is flying and he moves to the finals. It's time for the final round now. Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction, and Kirk Dabney in Extreme Overkill. This is for it all in Bloomsburg. Wheels up for Sinful Addiction, and it's gonna be Kirk Dabney. Extreme Overkill, another crazy crash, but he claims the title in Bloomsburg. Man, oh man. He's going to have to bring out a spare truck for the celebration, because the one he drove in the competition is going to have to go straight to the repair shop. But nonetheless, Kirk Dabney in Extreme Overkill, congratulations on the championship in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Tip your cap to Timothy Jones in Sinful Addiction. He was strong all evening long. But Kirk Dabney, congratulations on a big win for Overkill. Enjoy the rest of the run. Be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time with some more monster truck action. So long, everybody.